Kenneka Jenkins was a popular 19-year-old teen who was adored by her friends and family, but was especially close to her mother, Teresa, who was recovering from breast cancer. Kenneka was helping her mom in any way she could and was her mom's primary caretaker. Her mom often told Kenneka how much of a help she was and how good of a caretaker she was. Kenneka realized that she could do this as a job and started applying for work. She eventually landed a caretaker job at a nursing home with good pay and full benefits. On September 8th, she told her mom that she was going out to celebrate her new job with her girlfriends and left for the evening. They headed to the Crown Plaza O'Hare in Kenneka's mom's car. Kenneka hadn't told her mother, but she and her girlfriends had been invited to a private party at the hotel and planned to meet up with friends to hang out and party and drink. They arrived to the party, but according to several online posts, they were not having much fun. They took selfies and live-streamed from the lobby, voicing their dislike of the party. After several drinks and some time passing by, the girls decided to leave the party and head home. It was around 3 a.m. Just as they were about to leave, Kenneka realized that she had left her phone and car keys upstairs in the room. She had too much to drink. Her friends went back up to get the car keys and the phone, but Kenneka stayed behind and waited by herself, too drunk to function. She had consumed a small amount of alcohol, but was very intoxicated. On top of never drinking, she was a petite woman standing a tiny 4'10" at 100 pounds. Kenneka was so drunk that she could barely walk. The alcohol was overwhelming her to the point that she was almost unconscious. When her friends came back down to the lobby from the 9th floor where the party was, Kenneka had vanished. They assumed that she had wandered off in a drunken stupor. They went to the desk and informed them that their friend was highly intoxicated and missing from the lobby. The front desk person on duty that night did very little to help, refusing to treat the disappearance as an emergency. Her friends searched the hotel, looking for Kenneka, thinking she may have passed out somewhere due to her drinking. They spent over an hour knocking on doors looking, but couldn't find Kenneka. Kenneka's friends called her mom to tell her that Kenneka was missing from the lobby and probably in the hotel somewhere. When Teresa was told that Kenneka had been drinking, she asked how much. She was told that Kenneka only had one drink. Kenneka's friends went to pick up Teresa and bring her back to the hotel so she could look for Kenneka as well. As they drove back and talked, Kenneka's mom, Teresa, felt like the friends weren't telling all they knew to her about Kenneka. She could tell that they had been drinking and may have been high as well. Teresa kept that to herself as she focused on Kenneka. When she got to the hotel, she asked the front desk for help, but was ignored. She asked management to check camera footage to locate Kenneka, but was told no, and that only the police department could review footage. She finally gave up and called 911 for help.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they say that they left on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old. And they said that when her friends was asking them earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no camera. But now I came and it was a lady, she said that if she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room. And she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, I'm sorry, it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her, because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or?
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for no one besides her. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore. I'm so sorry, sir, but I just want to know: is it possible that maybe they can look at the camera?
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell not to be saying. You could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself because and then it sounded like they had been drinking. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup. But okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally she can't even take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly. And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her,
After she explained the situation, police recommended waiting another day for Kenneka to show up. The following day, Kenneka was officially reported as missing. The day after that, a police investigation was opened at the hotel, looking into the disappearance of Kenneka Jenkins. The hotel staff reviewed the security footage and found nothing. Chicago police reviewed the same security footage and found Kenneka stumbling around the basement of the hotel by the kitchen. It had been overlooked by the hotel staff. She stumbles out of the elevator, clearly intoxicated and barely able to walk without holding on to the wall. She then walks through the kitchen toward the freezer in the back. The freezer is off camera. The freezer had a safety release latch inside the door to prevent lock-ins, but Kenneka was so drunk that she never pulled it. There is controversy about Kenneka's petite size and whether or not she was strong enough in her condition to open such a heavy freezer door, since she could barely walk at the time. Upon discovering her in the footage by the freezer, a staff member quickly located her in the rear freezer and showed police. Kenneka was frozen solid with 1 shoe and sock off. There was a small abrasion on her foot. Her blood alcohol level was 0.112, which would have made hypothermia much more aggressive due to her weight and size. Her autopsy revealed that she had an epilepsy drug topiramate in her system. She evidently decided to take a pill at some point, contributing to her already fragile state and making her even more impaired and dizzy. When her death was ruled as accidental, there has been outrage and protest due to some inconsistencies that many felt existed. Teresa stated at a press conference that she did not believe that her daughter's death was accidental and that she believes there was foul play. In 2017, she filed a $50 million lawsuit against the Crown Plaza Hotel for failure to conduct a search when alerted that someone was intoxicated and missing inside the hotel. Also for failing to shut down an illegal private party, which had over 30 people in a space intended for 4, as well as failing to secure a kitchen area away from the general public. In 2018, she reached a settlement for $12 million.